My name's Dan. I'm a bereaved father of a 9-year-old girl who died in 4th January 2023, and I'm here to talk about palliative care and end-of-life care, and I'm at Julia's House Hospice in Corfmullen. And part of the reason why I've picked this place is because towards the end of Elisa's life, we spent 2 weeks here as a family being supported. Eliza was born, she was born prematurely. She was diagnosed with cerebral palsy when she was just over a year and a half. Her type of cerebral palsy was the far end of the scale. So she was completely non-mobile, she was deaf, she was registered blind. She sort of never gave up, and we never gave up, and we were able to have quite a good 9 years with her, where she was relatively stable most of the time. The thing that mattered to us most was we were able to be a family. When Eliza was in hospital, it was usually just me and her in hospital because of COVID, because of having a younger sibling as well. It was always quite difficult to juggle, especially if we were in Southampton. So being here, being in a hospice, it meant that we could be a family, and that was the most important thing. Being supported as well by the staff here meant that all of the detail of our life that wasn't centred around Eliza's care was removed from us. They arranged visiting times for friends and family. They arranged to feed us. They arranged everything that we needed that we could just push aside so we can concentrate on Eliza, making decisions about her care, being a family, spending time with Eliza's siblings, spending time together as a couple as well, being able to talk and actually be in a relaxed environment to make quite big decisions as well. There was no pressure. So those were the more important things for us as a family. So for us, the things that mattered about Eliza's care was that she was at the centre of everyone's conversations. We were talking about transfers between different locations, the medication she was on, how she was looked after while she was sedated. So the most important thing was everything was Eliza focused. Some of the conversations we had with the paediatricians were with Eliza. Even though she wasn't there, she was heavily sedated, we made sure that everybody was looking at her when they were making decisions. The most important thing for us is we wanted her to be comfortable, we wanted her to be free of any pain at all, and we wanted to make sure that we kept her as stable in that condition. And we also wanted to make sure that everybody sort of treated her as if she was still a 9-year-old girl. And that was quite important as well. And the staff here are always excellent at doing that because most of them have known her since she was 3 or 4. So for them, it was just an extension of how they would care for her at home. So one of the biggest improvements would be around education, what palliative care is. People assume palliative care is end-of-life care, and it is and it isn't. Palliative care is about promoting comfort, whether it's physical, mental or spiritual. A lot of families like us, when they first mentioned that Eliza would need palliative care, we were like, no, she doesn't. She's not dying, she's fine. We were lucky in the sense that our community nurse has a history of working in child palliative care. And she was able to talk to us and explain what the difference is and why that early intervention was important. And it enabled Eliza to be more comfortable, and it probably extended her life by about 18 months because of their intervention, but also it was a comfortable 18 months rather than a very uncomfortable 6 months. But for us, obviously, as a family, you want your child to be comfortable, and that's hugely important. So I think changing people's assumptions that palliative care is end-of-life care would be one way it can be improved.